but they didn't believe us before. They better well believe us now. So a lot of times, Abby, the president says things, whether it's with regard to domestic policy or international policy, where I get so frustrated with his ambiguity. There was none today.
No, I agree. I think he was very strong on it. But I think the actions of this administration are very clear when it's come to Iran. And again, look at all of those factors. Look at how they've been crippled. Economically, their axis of evil, their tentacles. Look at all the bad that they've done into the world and into how far those tentacles have gone and the crippling of them. And not just focusing, obviously it's an existential threat for them to have nuclear capability, but they had other capabilities that they needed to have, their arms sliced off. And I think the president's actions have been very strong on that. And for all the critics and the people that have only horrible things to say, just look at where they're at now and where they were at under the prior administration. Big difference.
By the way, I mentioned this in the opening salvo. Nobody picked up on it yet, but I will repeat it. Mossad believes that they are trying to develop chemical weaponry, which could be just as devastating to a populace as nuclear weaponry. It cannot be permitted, Ayatollah, to have chemical weapons. That's a red line as well that ought not to be allowed to cross. And I hope the president wasn't sliding into hyperbole when he talked about 50-plus nations willing to go in there and take care of Gaza. And because I would hope that those same 50-plus nations would be willing, if God forbid it's necessary, to go in and take care of this regime in Iran. They are a threat to humanity. It's not a question of sovereignty. It's a question of humanity, and we need to think in that perspective with regard to Iran in particular and other players on the world stage right now as well. Anthony, followed by Saman.
Rick, thanks for taking my call. We talked in the past. I don't think this regime is going to fall anytime soon. I agree with Marshall in his position that he said. There is no alternative to this regime. I remember